What is happening? What's going on, man? What's the deal with my Raider family, man? What's the deal? As you can see, you are here for Blunts and Breakdowns. It's only one half of the Blunts and Breakdowns crew today. We uh we missing Mike. It's all right though. He will be here in a little bit, hopefully. But at the end of the day, man, y'all know what it is. Make sure you guys hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button. We still going live on everybody else's channel. You feel what I'm saying? We live on Mike's channel. We live on the Rundown channel. So regardless of what it is, man, make sure you guys hitting the like and subscribe button on whatever channel you are here. And hey, apologies for the lateness. We had some things going on backstage, but it is what it is. Right now, you got Rundown solo right now. Hopefully we get joined by Mike soon, but y'all already know what it is. Till we do all that, man, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let me tap in with some of the chat real quick because y'all been waiting for a minute, man. Let me go ahead and give some shout outs, some love to y'all, man. Hey, shout out Third Leg, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Appreciate it. And appreciate y'all for waiting and being patient on the delay, man. Appreciate y'all. Freddie in the building, man. What's going on with you, big dog? Appreciate you tapping in. Raider Ryan, what's going on with you? When y'all hear what happened, then yeah, we'll go through it. We'll be able to share. Don't worry. Dre, man, what's going on, man? What's deal with you, man? I knew Dre was gonna have some shit to say up in here, man. We was late. I knew you was gonna say something, man. What's going on, Prez? What's the deal with you, bro? Jack, what's going on, bro? What's the word with you, man? What's going on, Jane? What's going on, big dog? How you feeling? Edgar in the building. What's going on, Edgar? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Thank you. Odyssey, what's the deal with you, big dog? What's happening? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. And Dre, he says, hope you did your research on Landon Robinson. I did a little bit, man. I do like him. Now, depending on what round we take him in, you know, that's where that goes. But I do definitely fuck with him, though. But let's go ahead, man. Let's not waste no time. Let's not dilly-dally. I already done had y'all waiting for a while. So let's get the show started with just a couple of topics real quick, man. So, one, I want to talk about Kirk Cousins, right? You feel what I'm saying? Him coming on all the platforms yesterday talking about a little bit of the QB competition, what he was told. You feel what I'm saying? And not gonna lie to y'all, I loved what I heard from his press conference yesterday. I think he had a very good press conference yesterday and kind of showed, you know, exactly the thought process within the building. You know what I mean? I think it shows all that. We'll still talk about some wide receiver prospects as well, man, because I ain't gonna lie. Look, once you see the list of players that have been visiting the Raiders, I think it makes it pretty easy to surmise, like, oh yeah, like they're definitely going in this direction. And then it makes you wonder, what do they really think about certain players that are still on the roster? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is the thought process there? Because again, we talked about it multiple times. I know a lot of people have looked at me crazy when we talked about certain receivers that we still have, but if you add in any talent from this draft and the skill sets look very, very similar to what's in this draft or what's in our room already, that's you know, that now you got to start looking around to see who's going to be expendable. You know what I mean? So that's one that we definitely got to look at there. So let's go ahead and let's get this thing started. Now, his press conference was yesterday. This is not from the press conference, but at the end of the day, I want to show something with Kirk Cousins and show exactly what this is like. If this isn't like the most Facebook ass comment I've ever seen, dog. Hey, look, bro. As a fan base, we have to be better with our insults and the shit that we say, dog. Like, certain times as a fan base, you can definitely tell the majority of us be on fucking Facebook all the time and we're over 40 years old. Like, this is the type of shit right here that just makes you think that, right? It's like, come on, dog. We got to be better, bro. We got to be better. I don't know if you was trying to insult me or whatever the case, man, but that shit right there was terrible. Garbage. And this is why other fan bases look at us funny sometimes, dog. We got to stop this shit. But Dre says, I keep it about your Wi-Fi. Hey, bro, like, dog. Hey, Odyssey said they called it a jump a line before your mama got on. Hey, see, like, this is the shit I'm talking about. What are we saying? Shout out though. What's going on? Bloody Raider in the building, man. What's the deal with you, big dog? Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for being here as always, too. And Alex in the building, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Thank you for being here. But yeah, this ain't from his press conference, right? This is not from the Kirk Cousins press conference. But at the same time, this is from his interview with Good Morning Football, and he was pretty much saying the same exact thing. You know what I mean? He was pretty much saying the same exact things, but we'll talk about it as soon as you watch this clip here of Kirk Cousins for everybody that did not see it, and kind of his mindset on what it's going to be like in that quarterback room.
And I told, honestly, I don't want to start unless I'm the best option. So I told, players should play. But certainly, as long as that's the case, I have no qualms with however it plays out. But I do think Fernando is going to be a great addition to our team. I think he's going to have a great future in the league. I have no problem, being a voice in the room to kind of help him to the degree that I can. He's going to have great support all around him from the coaching staff, but to the degree that, being able to watch a veteran quarterback, go through his habits and routines and process, I think, that can be a great asset for him. And he was here yesterday on his draft day visit. We were able to watch film together. So, I think he'll be a great addition to the room. And I was even telling him how much success he had throwing back shoulders at IU, that I'd like to learn a little bit from him on how to throw a good back shoulder. So it'll be a noisy quarterback room. We'll all be helping each other, and we'll all be pulling in the same direction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So realistically, man, a lot of things he was just saying in that interview, he was saying in his press conference too. He said the same exact things. But I want to focus on the beginning part. You know what I mean? I love the fact that he says, well, I'm not just going to come here because I'm handed the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be the actual best option. If I'm not the actual best option, sounds like Kirk is going to be fine with moving to the side, which, a lot of Raider fans before we got Kirk was like, well, Kirk wants to come start. Well, obviously, right? Kirk is going to want to come start and play some games because he feels like he's not done in his career. But, if Fernando shows up to camp day one and he shows that he's ready, he shows he's picked up the playbook, shows he's done all these things, I don't foresee the coaching staff withholding Fernando from playing. I just don't. If he shows that he's ready, it has to be a unifying yes or am I tripping? Or unanimous. There we go. A unanimous yes for you to say, like, all right, bro, we got to go ahead and just play the kid. You know what I mean? Now, if there's any doubts and we're in training camp and he feels a little bit shaky, you know what I mean? On certain subjects, he feels a little bit shaky right now, and we're not totally sure what we want to do with Fernando or if he's totally ready. So Kirk out there, you know what I mean? And that to me is not a bad option at all. You know what I mean? He's going to sit right there if so, and Kirk is going to play as good as he can be. I will say that. As far as the veteran options we could have got to start in front of Fernando, this is the best to me. Understands the game. If you ever hear Kirk talk about football, break down film and shit, then he's probably the perfect person for a young quarterback to have in his corner. You know what I mean? Kirk is very, very smart when it comes to football shit. So I would love to be a fly on the wall in that quarterback room when they start going off film. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall when they just went over film a couple days ago when Fernando went in his visit. So for me, man, I'm hearing everything that I'm supposed to hear from Kirk yesterday. I think he killed his press conference, couple dumbass questions here or there, but it is what it is. He answered them with grace. Now we're going to have to prepare ourselves for the little back and forth that's going to be happening all year with Hondo and Kirk Cousins. We got to prepare ourselves now, okay? Because y'all heard Kirk yesterday. Kirk talking about Hondo was there with him at Michigan State. So they known each other for a very long time, which means we're going to get a lot of Kirk fluff articles being written and shit like that. So be ready, all right? Be ready. I'm just telling y'all right now. But other than that, I think the press conference was cool. I think we did what we were supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do. Said he wanted to compete, said he was going to mentor, if so, love to be on the championship type team, and then talked about talking with Tom and Tom being there. So everything that needed to be checked yesterday from Kirk needs to be checked. I mean, what else can he do to ingratiate himself to the fans in April? You feel what I'm saying? There's not much he can do. Right now, he just got to show up to these goddamn workouts like he's been doing. Said we have over 50. We had 60 players at the workout the other day. Hey, That's crazy. You know what I mean? 60 players at the workout. That already you're starting off at a good start. So having all these new players, fresh faces, he just got to get ingratiated to the team. But real quick, man, let me see exactly what y'all talking about. Dre says, I don't blame him. He got his payday guaranteed already. 100%. Kirk is living large, bro. Kirk is living real large. I will say that. Kirk gonna have to sit his pay butt down if Fernando is balling 100%. And I think vice versa isn't a bad thing either. Like if Kirk is balling and Fernando needs to sit, I don't view that as a negative. The only way I see Fernando even sitting the whole year is if Kirk is balling, right? So I don't see that as a negative at all if Kirk keeps him on the bench with his play. You know, now if there's some bullshit where selective politicking going on and all the extra, then yeah, bro, like we're gonna have there's a conversation to be had, but I don't see that from this coaching staff. I see them being fair with who plays, who gets time. Alex says they should just trade Aiden. You know, I had that thought process, Alec, but I'm gonna be real with you, man. I actually don't think they should. I really don't think they should. And this is my reasoning. I think if you keep Aiden, all three quarterbacks that are on the roster can be a variation of something in this system. You feel what I'm saying? Like Kirk is the older statesman. He's been in this system before. He can run this system. You look at Aiden's game, how he plays. He can definitely play in this system. You feel what I'm saying? And then, of course, Fernando coming in, definitely the match made in heaven for this system. Now, you don't hope that Aiden plays at all, because let's be real. If Aiden's playing, like the season's going down the goddamn toilet. You know, the season's going down the toilet if Aiden is playing. And y'all know what I call Aiden? Mr. McDonald fries, right? That's exactly what he is. What is that? Y'all, anybody eats McDonald and McDonald fries, when they first get out the grease and they first in the box, they good, right? They are straight. But after a while, McDonald fries get nasty. And that's exactly Aiden O'Connell. When he first get in there, he'll play cool for the first week or two. But then after 2 weeks, the quality starts dipping a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. We understand that. But I think having at least somebody, let's just say if it get real dire, right? It get real dire. And Aiden had to come up in there for maybe 2 to 3 weeks of the season, I would be fine with that. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I would be fine with Aiden getting up in there for 2 to 3 weeks. Now we're talking about Aiden playing an entire season. It's lost. It's lost. It's over. You know what I mean? The season's a wrap at that point. Let's just start beginning for next year. But at the end of the day, in a pinch, 2-3 weeks, right? Something like that. I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it. Now, let me see what y'all talking about, but I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind it. My boy Dre or DJ in the building, man. What's going on, DJ? Appreciate you for being here, man. What's the deal with you, big dog? As I'm getting some things. Hold on. I just saw so. Man, Odyssey says he has to wow to win the job. Kirk is a baller. I low-key want to watch him for a few weeks. Again, I wouldn't be mad at a few weeks of Kirk change, especially if he balling, bro. Kirk is funny when he's balling. Kirk got a little energy to him. I ain't gonna lie. Kirk might play longer than first 4 or 5 games. And just get this in our minds, nation. If he's playing longer than that, he's balling. Because I don't even want to think about the other scenario, right? Where like, yeah, Kirk could be playing longer than that. And the other scenario is just Fernando's just not that good, right? That would be the logical other scenario that keeps Kirk on the field. So I don't even want to go down that route. You feel what I'm saying? You don't even want to go down that route when you're talking about a quarterback you just selected. You much rather think about the one area where Kirk is just playing so well, like it is what it is. We have the luxury to sit Fernando. You know, you just hope it's not like, well, shit, we have to. Feel what I'm saying? Because his ass is in practice being all types of dumpster juice. That's not what you want, right? So I'm hoping that just Kirk balls and he does his thing like that. He said, Uncle Sour Socks. Hey. Hey, he was wearing them crustaceans, boy. Actually was bad. I ain't gonna lie. He said, Remember, I know when he finally got him some black Air Force ones with the white sour ass. Hey, bro, no cap. Rule of thumb, bro. If you're gonna wear anytime I'm putting any picture of me wearing white socks on the internet, it's only when I busting bitches fresh out the pack. That's it. That's it. White shirt, white socks, bro. Only when I done busted them bitches fresh out the pack, or you feel what I'm saying? I done just put the bleach in the wash. That's the only time I'm putting white on the internet. My boy Hondo, you feel what I'm saying? He put them socks on that be mixing with the colors. We can't fuck with that. We can't fuck with that one, boy. He be mixing them white socks with the colors, boy. We already know. What's going on, Alex? He said, I think AOC will be gone by trade deadline. Ooh, spicy take. Spicy take. Who would you? I mean, but then you got to get a third quarterback. That's the thing, because if you do that, you got to get a third one. It'd be interesting to see, though. I mean, you got to see the dynamic of the league. If it's like kind of like last year, the last couple years where dudes getting hurt and like, you know, people going down like flies, I can see that. Maybe I can see it. Maybe. Let me see. Odyssey says no third rookie to trouble with Aiden is an asset with the clipboard. I think, yeah, I don't know, man. I would keep Aiden for right now. Maybe trade deadline, like Alex was saying. Yes, maybe trade deadline, but as far as like just trading them right now, I don't know. I don't know if I do it. Man, Al McQueen, what's going on with you, big dog? Appreciate you for tapping in. What's going on with you? Yep. Aiden McDonald Fries O'Connell. I'm telling you, bro, it make too much sense. It make too much sense. But he won't play if we can get assets. Go for it. Yeah, 100%. Let me see, man. Dre, I'm right with you. I don't care if we're winning. I don't give a damn who plays. I'm right with you. DJ says, I was at the Falcons game when Kirk set a passing record against the Bucs. He was swag surfing with the fans for a minute after the game. I'm telling you, bro, Kirk got a little swag to him. A little swag, right? It's that nerdy frat boy swag. You feel what I'm saying? Well, I'm not even going to say frat boy, honestly, because he don't even give me frat boy vibes. So it's just some nerdy shit that I think people just gravitate towards. You know what I mean? We're going to see. We're going to see. I actually think Kirk going to come in this system and play well, man. This system played all his strengths, bro. All his strengths. Odyssey says, I don't even own white socks. It looks like I'm wearing. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. If the skin is matching too much with the white socks, boy, I think we need a little bit more vitamin D in the schedule, bro. Yeah, bro. If the skin matching with the white socks, more vitamin D in the schedule. I ain't gonna cap, boy. You damn near translucent. We talking about that shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But as we continue, bro, let's keep it going, man. Y'all killing me in this goddamn chat today, bro. Let's keep it going. Man, my boy Cheeto in the building, man. What's going on? What's happening? Appreciate my family for being up in here. Let me see. Hold on. I'm looking. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at the chat real quick, Cheeto. Give me a second. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. Just making sure. All right. But let's continue on, man. Let's continue on with the conversation. We talked about Kirk Cousins. I think it's going to be competition is what you're going to call it. I think it's going to be one of the cooler competitions we've seen. I mean, and this will be a good one. I want to test this out anyway, y'all. I'm trying to test this new little feature out and see how this goes. Hold up. Give me a second. You know when I get to typing. Anybody that's new to it, just a regular rundown show. This is a regular rundown experience if you're new to it. Everybody that's here off Mike's channel, appreciate you for tapping in. But let me see. When was the last? Let me see. I have to just do this to do it, I guess. All right. This is a good question for y'all, though, because I don't know. And some of y'all that are older fans, you could tell me. When was the last Raiders QB battle? When was the last actual QB competition that we've had. I don't. Was it Derek Carr? Was that the last time we actually had an actual QB battle? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. When was the last time? Carr versus Schaub, AP, right? AP. You talking about, yeah, because it was Minshew, Aiden O'Connell. That was, but then, like, you know, that shit right there, bro. Can we really call that a QB battle, to be honest, bro? There's a lot of jokes that pop in my head when it comes to that, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave it alone. But go ahead and leave that alone. But let's just say, I don't know if we can call that a real quarterback competition. You feel what I'm saying? That shit was kind of sad. Why? That's like watching two old men fight. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, if you ever watch two older men fight and they real old, like it's just like this shit ain't really funny. You know, like this shit, it's just kind of sad. So that's exactly what AOC and Minshew was to me, bro. So there's that. But technically, yes. Derek Carr, yeah. Derek Carr had a QB battle. If you want to talk about his rookie year, that's the last time Carr had competition as far as what's going on there. But against his rookie year, yes. Minshew AOC, but it was ass. So I guess Carr took the job by preseason game 4. Yep, because they paid Schaub to start 100%. Jason Campbell, Carson Palmer. Yeah. You know what? Some of my older people up in here, bro, refresh me. I know we traded for Carson, right? I know that happened, but what was the demise of Carson? I don't fully remember, dog. Like I don't fully remember what happened. Why did Carson not end up working out, and why did we end up having to pivot all the way to Jason Campbell? Because I know we give hella money to Carson Palmer. We gave him hella bread, and I think trading for him took hella capital. No, what was the demise there? What the hell happened? I did like Jason Campbell though. When he got hurt, that shit was sad, dog. That shit was sad because we was playing well when Jason Campbell got hurt. But what the hell happened? Now I'm trying to refresh my memory, and that's like some Raiders lore that I need to refresh on, bro, because I don't fully remember what happened with Carson Palmer. Don't fully remember. Let me see what y'all talking about as we continue to get in here. Let me see. Bloody says Palmer didn't give a fuck about the Raiders and the team was a mess beyond him. Sounds about right. Sound about right to any big free agent that we bring up in here trade for. Palmer was on the couch. That might have been why. Jason Campbell got injured. Then they got Palmer. Okay. So it was the injury to Jason Campbell that fucked around and made us have to get Carson Palmer. Was that it? Okay. Got you. Injury to Jason Campbell made us had to get Carson Palmer. But then it still perplexes me what happened. You feel what I'm saying? Like, still perplexes me. Was he really just sitting on his couch? Did he do a Phillip Rivers basically? Is that what happened? The Phillip Rivers? He just was on the couch and was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna come back and do what I gotta do. Or was he playing? Like, what happened? This is the shit I'm talking about. It's just Palmer just generated garbage yards late in each game once it was determined we lost the game. Okay. The reason we got Palmer then got Hugh fired. See? Oh, man. See, this lore, sometimes you need to refresh yourself, man. I need to refresh myself. I ain't gonna lie. Because we've had, like, bro, our quarterback turmoil is like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy, our quarterback turmoil. And the realistic part of it is like, a lot of the turmoil we have, we don't even draft these guys. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was getting so frustrated before, because it's like, fuck, we just keep taking swings upon swings on these veteran quarterbacks, and it's shown that we're not really good at this shit. Like if you're batting fucking 1 for 15, that's not really a good average, bro. Like for every Rich Gannon, for one Rich Gannon we had, there's about fucking 5 Carson Palmers and Jimmy Garoppolo's to go along with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was getting so frustrated. It's like, we might as well take the swing and draft a dude that everybody in the organization is like can get behind. You feel what I'm saying? Might as well draft a dude everybody can get behind. And if the shit don't work, so be it. So be it. You try again. But continuing to pay money and contract after contract to these aging veteran quarterbacks, it didn't make no sense to me, bro. Just didn't make no sense. Let me see, man. Palmer was traded because he was unhappy there. Okay, now it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. You know, it is coming back. The Bengals, for a long period of time, right? Now we started connecting dots. Long period of time, they were shitty. If I'm not even mistaken, bro. Yeah, see, this is where it started getting funny now. If I'm not even mistaken, the Bengals were shitty all the way till they got Joe Burrow after this trade. If I'm not mistaken, they were shitty all the way till they got Joe. That's why all them Bengal fans were rejoicing, I think. Remember Carson balled out in Arizona? Yes, he did. And it always happens like that, don't it? Hey, bro, I swear to God, if I see Geno Smith, well, actually, no, I'm not gonna be mad. If I see Geno Smith ball for the Jets, that shit would actually be hilarious, though. It would actually be funny if I saw Geno Smith really getting down with the Jets, bro. Reason I would say it's funny is because now he just fucked the Jets out of premium draft capital for another quarterback. So now they can't get one. Now they might be able to trade up for one or some shit like that. But then at the end of the day, like, y'all saw what happened a couple years ago when the draft came like that. If you got a good quarterback in your midst and you need a quarterback, the fuck am I going to trade to you for? Don't make no sense. Like, what am I going to trade that quarterback to you for? So hell no, not going to do that. Man, bro, Campbell, McFadden were cooking, dog. I ain't going to lie to y'all, bro. McFadden, that's one of my favorite Raiders ever. Like, and I put him above a lot of legends. Look, only reason is because I didn't see a lot of the people that, you know, really shaped our organization. But as far as Raiders that I've watched with my own 2 eyes, bro, that motherfucker, bro, he was special to me. If it wasn't for the shin, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for his goddamn pigeon legs, he would be, I think he would have a much better career, bro. The legs was too damn thin. They was too thin. But it's all right, bro. When he was healthy, when McFadden was healthy, monster. Man, DJ said Palmer didn't want to stay after Hugh got fired. He knew it was a rebuild and didn't want to do that. Yeah. Should we have fired Hugh at all? That's the question mark for y'all now. Now we're going back to a little history. I mean, shit, we might as well, bro. This is topics we can get to, but let's get to some history. Should we have fired Hugh at all? That's the question mark for y'all now. Because this is all leading into a topic, bro. I'm just hope y'all know. This is all leading into the next topic that we're going to talk about on the show. But going through the history, was that a mistake? Because let me keep hearing from y'all. Man, Raider Nation in the building, what's going on? Al Davis passed and Hugh Jackson started making crazy moves to keep us from our crazy slide in the season. Trade away future picks for a guy off the couch. I do remember that the trade was a little asinine, though. I do remember that. The trade was a little asinine. David says Palmer was good, but got stuck early with Cincy. Yeah. Cincy is another one of them organizations where damn near cesspool a little bit. Anthony, what's going on? Yo, brother, a little late, don't hurt. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Appreciate you for being here, brother. Shit, don't you trip. We had to make y'all wait here. We had some things we had to take care of in the backstage. Hopefully we'll get to telling y'all what happened as far as this show today. But you're getting solo rundown today, goddammit. You're getting solo rundown. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. M-Easy says that Megatron game against the Raiders was Hugh Jackson's demise. Oh, shit. Yeah, Megatron did him in. I wanted Gruden to take a QB if there's one position he could figure out. Media used to say they hated each other. Yeah, I mean, look, when it was... we're going to talk about that. Yeah, Bengals have cheeks more often than not. That's that. After the Palmer shit, I do remember they was reeling for a little bit, dog. It was rejoice in Cincy land after they ended up scoring Joe Burrow, and now they're fucking it up right before our very eyes. So we'll see what happens with Cincinnati, but you know they got a great quarterback and they fucking it off. Look, don't it sound familiar? It's so wild. It's so wild. Same exact problem that they was having with Carson. You could say it's going on right now. It's like, well, shit, bro, we wasting the prime with Joe. If this defense is just gonna be high school level, you know what I mean? We're gonna waste the prime. The toe, man, the toe. I'll forever stamp it. If McFadden didn't have the series of injuries that he had, bro, we'd be talking about him in a way higher light. We would be talking about the man in a way higher light, bro. He was that good to me. That good. You don't see running backs that fucking size, that quick, bro. Like, you just don't get that every day. Not gonna get that growing off trees. Jets gonna draft Ty Simpson. 16. At 16, I've heard. Cheeto, they're gonna draft that man at 16. Hey, bro, if they draft Ty Simpson at 16, and I see you 805 in here too. I want to hear what you say. If the Jets draft Ty Simpson at 16, bro, Aaron Glenn gonna be on the street looking for a job in a year's time. Bro, you can't fucking do that, bro. You cannot draft Ty Simpson at 16. I'd sooner draft Garrett Nussmeier at my second round pick than take Ty Simpson at the fucking first round pick, bro. I'm just be real. There's no way you could tell me that Ty Simpson should be the 16th overall pick. Now, no way, chance in hell. But we'll see, Cheeto. We'll see. Because if he goes to the first round, bro, I just hope it work out for him. I hope it work out. I remember watching Boomer Esiason at the bowling alley while my parents bowled. Damn. So we going back to Boomer. They've had some good quarterbacks in their organization. I ain't gonna cap. Bengals have had a couple good ones. Jets going to draft Fernando. No sirree. Not happening. Don't worry, 805. Hey, I need a Fernando jersey from you once we draft him. That's what I want to know. Are you gonna get it? The 15? Let me see. Yep, 2 lean legs on McFadden, bruh. That was the Achilles heel, right? When you get a running back that fucking big, God had to do something to be like, nah, it's too overpowered. Make his legs skinny. That's it. Like he had to do something like that, bro. No way. He would have been too. He's fucking. Whoa, hold on. Is Derrick Henry bigger than McFadden? Like tall wise? Is he bigger? Or are they around the same size? Because that's Derrick Henry is the ultimate cheat code to say like God was just like fuck it, make him super athletic. Now God might have said something about that hairline that Derrick Henry got going on. It dreads. And he's starting to get the Jerry Rice hair. You feel what I'm saying? Where Jerry Rice and that, bro, I'm gonna be real with y'all real quick. This is going off topic and we're gonna get on topic. Shame on all y'all up in here for not telling Jerry Rice anything that year he was with us. What the fuck was that hairstyle? What the fuck was going on back then? All right, shame on all. I know he was the greatest receiver ever, and he was doing work at 40 years old. But shame on us fans, right? Hey, somebody need to pull Jerry to the side and be like, hey, you gotta let them motherfucking braids go, bro. Like, shit's just not good. I don't know who told this man he was doing work with them. Now I know Rich Gannon was throwing good touchdowns and shit. Ain't no excuse. No excuse. No excuse. That them braids Jerry Rice had back in the day, I'm talking about them bitches started back here. Hey, bro. Hey, it don't make no sense when the length of your braids is long, but your hairline is receding. That shit don't make no sense. But yet here we are. It's just shameful, bro. I got to keep looking at these pictures and them crazy fucking braids in there, bro. Very shameful. I feel you. Hey, Back in the day, we was watching Jerry. I feel he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He said that was the style. No, wait a minute, goddammit. Wait a minute, bro. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna. I don't think some of y'all are really remembering just how bad this shit was. All right, we're not gonna do this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Now look, hey, I love me some Jerry Rice, of course. I love me some Jerry Rice, but this shit is egregious. Hold on, where is it? Come on now. Come on. Hold on. Look. We gotta pull this up real quick. I gotta pull this up. It just has to happen. Dog. Come on, dog. Hey. Hey. Come on, dog. Nah. Them bitches is getting pulled back too hard, dog. They getting pulled back too hard. Said, nah, that team was winning and going. He was cooking. I'm not gonna say he wasn't cooking, but this shit right here is crazy, dog. It's just wild. It's just wild. You see how far this shit is starting back. It's not good. Hey, them braids is damn near boneless, Dre. They damn near boneless. We can't do it. Nah. It's egregious. Feel what I'm saying? Now you looking at this shit right here. And every time I look at Jerry Rice, they always showing the same like side angles. Now look, this is called acceptance right here. This right here is called acceptance. All right, that's exactly what this is right here. So I'm glad that this picture surfaced as well, because that first shit right here we was looking at, he was holding on. He was holding on. This shit right here is when he finally was like, you know what? It is what it is. See, he did have hang time. He did. But it you know, you can't have hang time and the goddamn hairline is going with it. Like the longer the braids go, the shorter the hairline get. That shit don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. He said braids looking like hair extensions. You know, I think it's Keyshawn Johnson. I think Keyshawn Johnson came out and was like, they were hair extensions. I think that's what he said. I think he was like, Jerry was using and now come on now. All right. I don't know what's worse. What's worse? Using the hair extensions or you know I was going here, Cheeto, or the Marcus Freeman, right? Were you putting on that tar on your shit? On the hairline. What's worse? Y'all let me know. All right. Because look, so far, I'm over here talking shit. Hopefully, I ain't got to deal with that. And the way I'm talking shit, I might. But either way, bro, I think extensions might be worse. I could deal with somebody slapping the little black tar on the goddamn forehead and saying, hey, man. He said that beignet. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Hey, or you said the Beijing. Yeah, no, the Beijing. Yeah, no, ain't no cap, bro. Marcus Freeman, that shit is egregious. What he be doing? Like, hey, you let him live. All right, real quick, man. We're talking about all this extra, going in the time machine, doing that, because there's a reason why, right? A reason why I'm going in the time machine. And that's because there was a nice little article written today about the time with John Gruden, right? The time with John Gruden and Mike Mayock. And there was I don't know if you want to call it scathing. Of the day, it did shine light on a lot of things that was going on, right? A lot of things that was going on within the Raiders building. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. A lot of things that I read within this article, if you haven't read it, was pretty easy to me, easy to surmise for me. Pretty easy to surmise. But you know what I mean? I'll go ahead and find a little bit so I can surmise it for you guys, for anybody that has not read the article as of yet. All right. So, but basically, there was something posted today by The Athletic, New York Times. All right. Of the time that John Gruden and Mike Mayock spent together. All right, they spent a lot of time together and just highlighting what the draft room and the scenario was looking like. So this is from, I'll make sure I spell it. Is it Kiefer? Ain't that funny? Shout out, Blessed Breakdowns. Kiefer is in the building. But Zach Kiefer, he says that wasn't that long ago, hired a coach. Now, of course, I'm not paying for the goddamn athletic subscription, so I can't click this link. But I'll go ahead and let you guys know what was going on. Now, within here, if you're seeing some of the comments that was going on it. Hey, let's see. Buddy right here is smart. We're going to see if Buddy know what the hell he talking about. Asking Grok. Grok is trash. Grok is trash. It didn't surmise it. But basically, it's telling us everything that went on in the draft room, how little attention that John Gruden paid to certain things, right? And exactly what the voice was. And if you read the article, anybody that is a Raiders fan, that you're a heavy diehard, we were in this motherfucker, we were really following John Gruden, there were really no surprises within the article. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Zero surprises within the article. There was a portion talking about, now the surprise to me was the Josh Jacobs selection, because they said Mayock even had to talk Gruden into taking Josh Jacobs, which was the only good selection, right? But more than saying that John Gruden wanted who he wanted in the first couple rounds, didn't really listen to a lot of people in his ear telling him about prospects. But when the final days of the draft came, John wasn't really interested. He said, fuck all that. I don't really care. And he let Mayock do the work. Now, if you were following the Raiders, reason I say this shit ain't surprising is because that's what the fuck it looked like. It's what it felt like with John Gruden and Mike Mayock. It felt like John Gruden was taking his first round selections that he loved and he liked, and he was just like, fucking Mike, do your job at the end, right? I'll be honest with y'all. I give Mike Mayock more credit for Max Crosby than I do John Gruden. To keep it a bean with you, because I truly believe that from the fourth round on, that was Mike Mayock's show to run. I truly believe that. And from rounds 1 to 3, maybe even 1 to 2, but 1 to 3, that was John Gruden. Right? And he got what he wanted. And I believe that from 4 to 7, rounds 4 to 7, Gruden didn't really give a fuck. And he was just going to let Mayock run the show. And I think that some of the gems that we got in the later rounds were because of Mayock. To keep it a bean with you, Max, Hunter Renfrow, another, right? Where I really do think that that's what's going on. Because you can't, because it's very hard for me to believe. I used to watch Mayock, and I know a lot of people in the comments watched Mayock before he was our GM, right? Before he became our GM, he was on NFL Network. He was on there a lot. So, like, we saw firsthand before he became our GM his actual knowledge of the game. You feel what I'm saying? It's very, very hard for me to believe somebody that knowledgeable would make dumbass picks like Damon Arnett. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard for me to believe that. Very hard for me to believe that he's gonna make this dumbass pick of refresh me, buddy from Alabama that we shall not. We rarely speak his name. Leatherwood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. And I got this damn banner up. My bad. It makes no sense to me that would happen to somebody. That he falls off a cliff, right? Or that he knows. Or what doesn't make no sense is that he doesn't know exactly what the fuck he's looking at in rounds 1 to 3. But then all of a sudden the light clicks on in 4 to 7, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, now I can do my work." That don't make no sense either, right? Because I mean, shit. I feel like, bro, a fucking blind monkey in certain goddamn instances could throw a fucking dart at a name and pick better than what we were doing them years ago. Swear to swear, bro. If I blindfold a fucking monkey and I just tell him to throw a dart at a name, bro, we probably pick way better prospects than what we were fucking doing a couple years ago. So that don't make no sense to me how that could happen from those early rounds to the later rounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's too weird. Too weird. So naming all that, it got Clee at 4, right? Cleveland Farrell at 4. Come on, dog. No fucking way. No way. I can't forgive Mayock for that 2020 draft, though. You know, and let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Gruden did. Okay, look, this is the thing. I can give Gruden credit for finding free agents, right? And even in the free agent realm, in that era of John Gruden 2.0, it was trash. It was trash. Because, I mean, under John Gruden's watch, didn't we sign fucking Corey Littleton and safety name that was ass, bro? LaMarcus Joyner, I believe. There was so many failures. So many failures. My guy Dre in the building, man. What's going on, man? He said John was big chilling after day 2. Man, John was kicking his feet up, Dre. He didn't give a damn about that after that. If you hear the story, you know what I mean? You see how much convincing it had to take for him to even take Max. Sign off on that. But let's look at the 2020 draft, shall we? Raiders 2020 NFL draft. Let's see what we got, boy. This is gonna make me throw up. It's gonna make me throw up because this is probably some of the worst shit you'll ever read. And reasons why we're trashed right now. You know what I mean? Like, it would make sense why we're ass right now is because we all this failure. But my boy said something about oh my God. Jesus Christ. My boy said something about the 2020 draft, and we're gonna go ahead and show it here because he's absolutely right. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This 2020 draft kind of proves the point that maybe a lot of us think is happening, a lot of us think is going down. Look at these later picks. Look at these later picks. And we'll surmise this together. Check this out. So 2020 draft, boom, here. And the names might be small, so give me a second so I can blow this up for y'all. Make sure this is a little larger. All right. Now, as you can see here, first pick, Henry Ruggs. I'm going to go down. Look, I'm going to be honest with y'all, bro. I will continue to swing for the fences that pick was not a bad pick. It was not a bad pick. I'll give them credit on that one. I personally believe that was one of our better picks that we made. If he was still on this team, I think we would have a guy. No cap. We would have a guy if he was still on this team. I loved Ruggs, man. Ruggs was on his way, bro. He was his way. I think every year he was getting better. He was honing his skill. You feel what I'm saying? Running better. That year that the bullshit happened, bro, I saw him putting a route tree together. And I was like, okay, if he could start getting the route tree, right? Like, if he really start getting the route tree under him with that speed, nobody fucking with Ruggs, man. But, you know, of course, it happens. Things happen to us, bro. But, that boom, Damon Arnett. Shameful. One of the worst picks in franchise history. Lynn Bowden Jr., one of the worst picks in franchise history. Oh, man. This is just terrible. Just garbage. Brian Edwards. Damn, Brian Edwards was third round fucking pick. He's a third round pick. And yeah, people make it seem like he was Anquan fucking Bowl. He had a pretty good year the first year, but then fell off a cliff. I don't know what the hell happened with Tam. He said Arnett was about that life. Arnett was on dumb shit. That's what it is. And Arnett continues to be on dumb shit. If you look at him, he continues. Tanner Muse, ass pick, right? Because you couldn't figure out if he was a safety or a linebacker. It was a terrible ass pick. John Simpson, actually not a bad pick. John Simpson's still playing to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like John Simpson's still getting the paycheck to this day, so that's not a bad pick at all. And then Amik's still getting the paycheck to this day. Not a bad pick. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so out of this kind of proves the point of Mayock. Hey, wait a minute. If this don't prove my point, I don't know what does. Now, Ruggs, I'll give it to him. If he was still on the team, he was doing well. But looking at the rest of them from 1 to 3, rounds 1 to 3, you got Damon Arnett, Lynn Bowden Jr., Brian Edwards, and Tanner fucking Muse, right? Tanner Muse. And then you start getting to John Simpson and Amik Robertson, dudes who are still playing and dudes that were picked on like day 3. Yeah, John Gruden didn't give a fuck about them rounds 3 to 4, bro. He did not care. He didn't care. At that point, he was like, "May I do what you got to do, bro? I don't give a fuck." But nah. See, you continue with this Besh. I think Besh gonna have a cool year. With Edwards, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened. I really can't even put my finger on what happened with Brian Edwards, dog. Like, he played well one year, and then just the next year was ass, right? Just ass. I don't know what happened, bro. We can't start this. Hold on, give me a second. We can't start this. I know. Look, he talking about Diablo on here, bro. Nah, that's like saying Voldemort on here to me. That's like saying Voldemort on here to me, bro. Diablo's name is a spicy one around here, bro. I never really was a fan. Never a fan. Like, what we have in the linebacker room now is leaps and bounds above a Divine Diablo. You know what I'm saying? The leaps and bounds. Can't beat the press. Yeah, that was it. Team started pressing down on Brian Edwards. It was a wrap. Now, we've been on this bug for an hour. Been a pretty good show. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, why we were late at the end of the show as well. So stay tuned. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly why we were late, because it needs to happen. I don't think my boy President here, but let's see. Look, I'm gonna show y'all a list. We're gonna go through real quick the Raiders visits. Okay, we're gonna get some visits in, and I want y'all to tell me the pattern that y'all see. Right, tell me the pattern. There's a lot of names on here, but right now these are all the visits that the Raiders have had that are not Fernando Mendoza, right? Because who gives a shit if we count? Why are we counting that? Y'all think Brian Edwards should have played in the slot? From what I remember, bro, to keep it a bean, I don't know if he had the route package. That might have been some of the problems too. Because really, like, when I think about Brian Edwards and his success, he was only running like fucking go balls and doing 50-50 shit. Like, he wasn't like I don't remember him running like any crazy ass routes like that. But what's the pattern, right? Y'all give me the pattern. We talking about these pre-visits, top 30 non-Mendoza. Okay. Now, when you're looking at it here, let's look at the pattern you see. Kaylon Black, Uncle Black and Mild. Shout out to my dog DJ. Yes, sir. Uncle Black and Mild. And I swear if we take one of them Indiana ones, dog, I really wanted to be him. I think he's better than Hemby. I ain't gonna lie. I know some people will disagree, but I think Kaylon Black a little bit better than Hemby. But Denzel Boston, Concepcion, Bernard, Bell, Branch, Hurst, Smith. Then you look at, and we got some DTs on the board, right? McDonald, Hunter, Miller, McClellan. Then you got Dalen Everett, Jack Dingle, Mitch Melton, DN. Lot of receivers and DTs on this board, right? Lot of receivers and DTs on this board. I cannot wait to see what receiver we're taking, because we're going to take one. We're going to take a receiver. I'm pretty much cemented in this thinking already. And I think if the right one falls to the 36th pick, that's where we're going. 100% that's where we're going. My thought process of this list of receivers, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. My thought process goes to three people immediately. Three immediately. Y'all already know where I'm at. One, if Denzel Boston falls to 36, I told y'all what's happening. Taking the flight. I'm going to sprint up to the goddamn stage before Goodell gets there and just announce Denzel Boston is the 36th pick. That's what's going to happen because I don't even want the coach staff to fuck it up. I really think he's like that. Perfect fit for Fernando. Don't even got to explain it further for everybody that watches me all the time. I've been talking about Denzel Boston for months upon months. Yes, that's the guy. KC Concepcion, another one, right? My mind goes here. And the reason it goes here is because we've had about 2 to 3 pre-draft visits with Buddy. Now, this is not just my personal list. Now, Denzel is my personal one. But as far as KC, we've had about 2 to 3 meetings with KC pre-draft, right? That lets me know that they're spending extensive time with him. And I think with each prospect, you only get like 4 visits, I believe. You only get 4 visits total with each prospect. So it's like they must really like him. They must see something in him. And they've already got 3 in, right? So that makes me believe that if he's out there at 36, I think they're going to do that. Next guy that's going to really catch my eye right here, and it's kind of the same reason for Concepcion, but this might surprise some people. Hey, man, this motherfucker right here, as far as Branch, is another one that I think we have to keep our eyes open for. Same with Concepcion, they done met with Branch 3 times. Okay, they've met with Branch at the combine. All right, they brought him on they've had a virtual visit as well with Branch, and they're bringing him in for a top 30, right? So they met with Branch a lot. And to keep it real with y'all, bro, when I watch his film, I think that there's more to his game. There's even more to his game. Now, I know Georgia, like if you watch the Georgia tape, you're like, well, they're going to use him for fucking screens, right? But I don't think that's his fault, though. I really don't think that's because of Branch. I just think they did that because, shout out to my dog Trey, but I tell him all the time, I don't think Gunnar Stockton is that good. I don't think Gunnar Stockton was that good, and I don't think that offensive coordinator was creative there at Georgia like that. I really don't. So when I'm watching Zach Branch, bro, yeah, he's running a lot of shit behind the line of scrimmage. But then when you catch him running when you catch him in the got-to-have-it situations, there was a lot of got-to-have-it situations that Branch was in, 3rd down, 3rd and long, even 4th down at times, where you can't run that behind the line type of shit, where Georgia looked for him, and he made the catch. He made the play, bro. The speed is evident, but I think he's got even more route running to his game, dog. Even more route running. And just get the ball in his hands. He's an animal with the ball in his hands, bro. And you get Branch, or if you get Concepcion, we might as well start counting down the days that Trey Tucker is getting traded. I'm going to just tell y'all right now, you might as well count down the days, bro, because there's no way in hell that they all fit in this room. If you get, let's just say we draft Zach Branch. Let's just say Zach Branch. Now with a room of Branch, Naylor, Trey Tucker, and Jack Besh, that shit ain't gonna work. Trey Tucker he's gonna have to get traded, bro. He's going to have to. Or somebody gonna have to take a back fucking seat or whatever the case, bro. Because that is too similar of a skill set. You know what I mean? Too similar of a skill set. And I honestly believe that with the ball in their hands, Zach Branch is better than Trey Tucker. That's my thing. Right now, DJ says this could be a valid criticism where he does body catch the ball. But then if you look, he does not have the drop total of Concepcion. You feel what I'm saying? He does not have the drop total. Concepcion does have actual drop problems. You feel what I'm saying? He does have actual drop problems. He has an egregious drop number. But Zach Branch, when you look at his drops, he does not have that many drops as far as, and I would love a dude that does hand catch, and he does that sometimes, but he don't really drop the ball. He don't. So that's it. Now, Cheeto continues to doubt Jack Bech. Okay, just wait. Just wait. I'm telling you. And when he starts playing well, Cheeto, don't even tell me nothing. Don't even say nothing. I know your shame will be evident already. It is what it is. You ain't got to tell me nothing. The shame will be all over you if that's the case. But Thornton, what happens with him? Queen Kubiak telling him, hey, sit on right here next to me, big dog. that's what's happening with Thornton. I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all, bro. He's sitting on right on next to the coaches, man. Getting that good old bench time. Because, I mean, look, if you draft goddamn Denzel Boston, I don't want to hear a word about no Thornton. I don't want to hear no word. If you draft Ted Hurst, I don't want to hear a word. If you draft Jacoby Lane, don't want to hear a word. To be honest with you, all three of them players right there are better players than Thornton. Even in year 2. Now, unless Thornton done went to work and he done really worked on some issues that is going on there, there's a lot still to be done with his game, right? Now, as far as high pointing the football, and let's just keep it a bean here. All three players that are draft eligible, Boston, Hurst, Jacoby Lane. Let's even put Malachi Fields in here from Notre Dame. Let's put Malachi Fields. All four of them dudes are better at high pointing the football than Dante Thornton. All four of them. And that's the next thing. You know what I mean? Like that. Like we can't, if you're going to be a big body, right? You're going to be 6'4". Then let's bring my dog Denzel into the mix. Because this is my guy, right? We're going to bring him into the mix. Everybody tells me, oh, Thornton is 6'4". He's 6'4". Well, Denzel Boston is 6'4". So what's the difference there? You ain't going to tell me it's the height, right? Because, I mean, Boston is the same size. Bigger even, right? As far as weight, I believe. Let's look. But I even just looking at the players, looking at them, Dante has a thin frame. Denzel's a little bit bigger than Thornton is, right? He's a little bit bigger. So you got that there. Hands. It's not even a fucking question. When we talking about whose hands are better from Denzel Boston and Dante Thornton, not even a question, right? Like, so once we start comparing and contrasting players, it's like, now it's like, well, who gives us the best shot to win and all the extra? It's gonna be somebody we draft at 36 if that's the case, or the third round. But David says, I think Boston is a bust. Sorry, there's the next Hayward Bay. I don't even see how you can come to that comparison. They're not even the same type of player, to be honest with you, David. I mean, like, look, hey, respect to you for thinking that, but Denzel Boston and Hayward Bay are like not even the same type of archetype of player. Hey, look, I know I don't know the criticisms, dog. I don't see the criticisms with him. Maybe I am wrong about Denzel Boston. I might be wrong. But when I look at his film, bro, I see a complete receiver. I see a complete one. All four is better than Bech too. But this thing hits, boy. Bech don't play X. Boston, Hurst, Fields, right? And I'm forgetting one more, somebody else in here. Oh, Jacoby Lane. They're X receivers, right? And Bech is going to be playing in the slot. He's going to be playing in the slot. He's going to play some outside, some Z a little bit, right? He'll play a little Z, go to the other side, but he's going to be playing in the slot, bro, to help with the blocking. That's exactly what Bech's going to be doing. Branch. Now, I like Branch. Now, if you get him, it's intriguing, but a lot of people like Ted Hurst, man. Destroy. A lot of people like Ted Hurst. I don't know if I take him over Boston, but if Boston's gone, then yeah, fuck it. Not at 36 though. I don't think I would take. I'm not taking Ted Hurst at 36. I'll take him like in the third round, not the 36 pick though. Let me see, man. Yes, I think they are. Bay was out. I mean, I know Bay was out. Look, let's look at this. Hold on, because this is gonna go slow. Number one, Darius Hayward Bay had way more speed than Denzel Boston. That's way more speed, right? Darius Hayward Bay had way more speed. But the thing is, Boston has better routes. He has better hands, I believe. than Darius Hayward-Bay did coming out. Just a better complete receiver. But at the end of the day, I do respect your opinion. Bryce Lance is another big guy. I haven't dove deep into Bryce Lance. Haven't dove deep. I don't know. Maybe it's the bias of where he went to school, and so I gotta drop that. So that's on me. I gotta drop that. I gotta watch him. But we'll see. Let me look at him. This is Trey Lance's brother, right? Am I tripping? That's Trey Lance's brother. That's coming out as a receiver, I believe. That's dope. That's dope though. If it is his brother. But yeah, all these guys that are here, man. We're long range of names here, bro. It just depends where we're gonna go at 30. It depends, man. I think it just depends on the name that falls at 36. We can play however we want to. You know, we can do however we want. I want to ask y'all this question because this is roaming around. What's the likelihood? And do you think we should? Let me see. Boom. Should the Raiders trade up? Should we trade up for a prospect? Now, I'm gonna keep it a bean. If you do think we should, what position of prospect? I'm gonna go ahead and make it even harder for you. If you do think we should trade up, what position? Because, for example, I don't think we should trade up for no defensive tackle. I really don't. If it's for that, I think we can stay at 36 or even at the third round and take a guy like Big Citrus, right? We take a guy like Dominique Orange in the third round. You maybe can get some Dante Corleone later on as well. You get a couple guys, that might end up sliding because this is a pretty deep defensive tackle class. So if that's the case, I don't think we should trade up for one. I think the only way we do that is we trading up for like somebody of more premium position on defense or a receiver. But where are y'all at? Right? Where are y'all at? Do you think we trade up for what though? That's the question. For what? Ronald, no trade ups. We need a lot of people. I do agree with that. It depends how much capital too. Like I don't know. I don't know about trading up. That seems very unlikely to me. No need. I think there will be a run on wide receiver early. I agree. Boston sucked against good defense like OSU and Oregon got shut down. I don't know about that, Destroyer. I just watched the film, bro. He did not get shut down against Oregon. He had 2 tubs against Oregon. What do you mean? He had 2 tubs. He was balling against Oregon and OSU. His goddamn quarterback is ash, though. I will tell y'all that. That quarterback at Washington is trash. But yeah, no, I just watched his Oregon tape like literally 2 days ago. I was having an argument with somebody, and I was like, let me go back and watch it. He had 2 tubs against Oregon. He was balling. Feels not fast, but he just makes the plays. Agreed. But if we need a 50-50 guy, I'm not looking for speed, right? Like speed ain't my big thing. Dre says Spytek is going to trade back. You already said that. Trade back seems more likely. If you're rebuilding, I think you trade away, right? Now, Quirk, we're talking, right? For a guy like Dylan Thieneman, I would trade up. I would. Now, I had a mock draft. If you'll be doing mock drafts just for the fuck of it, sometimes you get like crazy ass scenarios. I had a mock draft yesterday where Thieneman fell to the second round. I don't think I've never made no fucking selection so fast. I really don't, bro. If Thieneman falls to 36, bro, it's a travesty. The NFL on some dumb shit if he falls to 36. No way. Right? Mesidor, same shit, right? If he falls to 36, ain't no way. They shouldn't be there. So for them 2 dudes, oh yeah. I mean, for Thieneman, of course, because that's more of a need to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there should be no way he's there at 36. But if he is, yes, do that. I think he's like that. And I've said this before. I'll get flamed for it for now, but we'll see how their careers work out. I think as far as an all-around safety, for sure, Caleb Downs, all around, you're just going to take Caleb Downs. But as far as ball hawking, ball tracking ability, I think Thieneman's better. I honestly do think Thieneman is the best ball hawking safety in the class. Really do. Now, DJ says nobody worth trading up for. That dude, I would. I would keep it being with you. That dude, I definitely would. Let me see, man. We got to trade up. It's got to be for a playmaker, game changer type. Yes, it's got to be. It's got to be a game changer. Got to be a game changer. For Mesidor, if he falls. Only reason not for Mesidor is maybe because of his age. I would hope that Mesidor falls to the second round because of his age. But I don't know. D Money in the building. What's going on, D Money? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Now, Nick, talk to me, Nick. This is the thing, okay? We got to have a real conversation. Now, I really do like McNeil Warren. I do like McNeil Warren. But he's a box safety to me, no? Like, I really feel like he's better in the box. Like, I feel like he would be a better player in the NFL. And we're like, all right, bro, you playing closer to the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? And I don't want to pull a Palomau with McNeil Warren, which is pull the McNeil Warren, pull the Palomau, play him as a free safety when realistically he's a better box safety, right? Like, that's my thing when it come to McNeil Warren. McDonald, on the other hand, that's probably no question. If there's nothing else right there, you take McDonald, right? You take McDonald. Alex says, if the Titans pass on taking Love, what are they doing? Defense, Ruben Bain. I think the Titans are going to take either Jeremiah Love or Ruben Bain. I really do think that. One of the two. And I don't think you can go wrong, you know. Jeremiah Love, intriguing. I don't know how good their O-line is, though. I don't know how good Titans O-line is. I don't know why in the fuck anybody would take a running back if their O-line ain't right after seeing what we just displayed last year. I don't know, dog. After what we just displayed last year, dog, if your line ain't right, why in the hell would you take a running back? It just makes no sense. But some teams are stupid like that, right? They'll say like, oh, well, that's just the fucking Raiders. It won't happen to us. We'll see. And maybe it was just us. Maybe Jeremiah Love get in here and he fucking changes the mold, huh? Man, what's going on, big dog? How you feeling? I want to say it's apocalypse. It's apocalypse, but I don't know if I'm tweaking. But what's going on with you, big dog? Hopefully I'm saying your name correct. But big us rundown. I don't give a fuck about it. Trade up for Makai. Ooh, big lemon, huh? You talking about lemon? Mendoza with the lemon drop, baby. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Apollo Creed, number 49. Hey, no cap. If we did that, well, you know, this is why every time it's like, y'all know that Wolverine meme or picture? Like when he's laying in bed and he's like touching the picture frame and shit. That's me right now with like those 2 first-round picks we had for Max. No cap. Because every time we talk about like Makai Lemon, Thieneman, I get to reminiscing about the 2 first-round picks we had for 2 fucking days. So it's like, well, we could have got them. Could have. But now it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not saying that because it's like, oh, well, we got Max back. I'm not saying that. It's just like, it was nice for those couple days to think about the possibilities of what we could have done, you know, but so far the cookie crumbles this way. It is what it is. My boy, LV, what's going on? He said, trade down if Boston, Cooper, KC not there. I kind of tend to agree with this. If there's not a receiver there, like, I kind of would trade back a little bit. I kind of would, because I think we can be okay at DT. I really do. Raiders had the worst O-line coach in the league for sure. That's evident, 100%. At 36, Thieneman, Mesidor, Boston, and Fano are there. Who are you taking? Fuck. How dare you do this to me, Destroy? How dare you? All right, I'm going to stamp it, bro. I'm going to stamp it. I'm taking fucking Denzel Boston. I'll stamp it right here, bro. I really believe in Buddy's game. I do. I might be fucking wrong, but I believe in Buddy's game. I would take Boston. Right behind him, though, is Thieneman. Right behind him is Thieneman. Thano is after that. Mesidor is last. Only reason is because I'm going off needs. And well, personally, even though I still think we need a receiver anyway, Thieneman and Boston would be the hard ones for me. I'd be like, fuck, I don't know which one to go, but I'd have to take Boston, bro. I might be wrong. Y'all might flame me, right? There might be some people that come back in a year's time and be like, remember you like Denzel Boston, fucking idiot. So they might do that to me, bro. But look, I'll put my scouts honor on that. But I appreciate everybody for tapping in, bro, on basically the solo rundown, right? The solo rundown tip. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. The reason why we were late, I'm gonna tell y'all because well, should I? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna let my boy live. I'll let my boy live. It's all right. For right now, when you see Mike again, just tell him, right? Just tell him you hope he's well rested. Okay. Next time y'all see Mike, tell him you hope he's well rested. All right. But we appreciate Big Dog, man. It's always much love. It's always much love to our peoples, man. But we appreciate everybody that's in the chat, dog. It's much love, man. Thank y'all for showing up, even though we was late as a motherfucker. All right. Hey, I can't give you more context than that, DJ. I'm just letting y'all know. Tell Mike, or you hope he's well rested. That's it. That's it. Tell him that. All right, so that's all the information I can give you. You surmise what you get from that. All right, but Mike, just know he getting that beauty. He getting beauty shit in. Pops it. Hey, by the way, Pops is back, man. Pops is back. He ain't been here for a minute. Real quick before I get off, man. Y'all say what's up to Papa Rundown.
What's up?
Of course, and y'all see big man right here. Everybody that's been over here, man. Y'all see Baby Rundown. That boy's getting big as hell. We about to start. Hey, we're gonna run routes in a minute. I'm telling y'all right now, we're about to run routes in a minute.
Already. Be on the lookout for the podcast for the draft show.
Me and Pops is gonna have a mock draft show the week of the draft. So y'all be ready, man. We're gonna get some Pops intakes from the mock draft.
No doubt. Big
yeah. So y'all be ready, man. That's gonna be a good show. Stay tuned. Y'all know I'm gonna be live during the draft. But until then, we appreciate y'all, man. As far as the rest of the week, I just got episodes releasing, just a little chops from some of the lives we've had over the week. So if y'all haven't watched my full entire, week or whatever the case, I got some episodes coming out that's with Levi Dumbro, little chops, a little bit of episodes that released with my guy Bryce from the Hawkseye podcast. So if y'all didn't watch the full live, man, y'all can at least get little clips and snippets of that, right? So y'all can see that. Appreciate everybody that's been up in here. Been a great show as always, man. Much love to everybody. You know what I always say though here on Blunts and Breakdowns, dog. It's been real. It's been nice, but it ain't been real nice. I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, not only on the rundown, but on Mike Avelli's channel as well, man. We're gonna see y'all next week. Peace.
Too raw.
I can't. Yeah,